Hey everyone, welcome back to my home. My name is Lynn Wilson. I went to Aldi. Look at, I got 2 big boxes of stuff. It's like anything, you go in for a few things and then you're like, well, I could use this and well, I could use that. And you know, they had some really good buys. I have to say our Aldi was jam-packed, but the shelves were jam-packed and there were only 1 or 2 things I couldn't find, but you know, Aldi, on a good day, sometimes they run out of stuff. So I'm going to run through what I got. And when I got back to the car, I went to put my pocketbook in the car. It flipped upside down in the parking lot. Everything was going every which way. So my husband jumped out of the car. We were shoving things back in. And in the corner of my eye, I saw a receipt blowing. And I think that was my receipt because I can't find it. So I'm going to do my best I can to tell you some prices. Can't guarantee I'm going to get all the prices right. There are a few things that I know were good buys. I will remember those prices, but it is what it is. So anyway, come and see what I got. Okay, I picked this up, Artisan Flatbread Stone Oven Baked. This was $2.49, and you get 2 of them, good size. And I'm trying to use up bits and pieces of what I have, not necessarily doing a huge grocery shopping, but doing fillers to use the fillers with the stuff that I have. And I have a lot of leftover mozzarella cheese. I had gotten a big bag as a freebie from somebody in my food exchange, and at this point I need to use it up. So I was thinking, you know what would be nice, quick pizza and have a salad with that, but homemade pizza, and I can just use jarred spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to do that. And then I picked up Everything Bagels. I don't remember the price on the bagels. I know they used to be $1, like 94 cents, and they went up to $1.50. I don't remember. But they did not. They had onion. They had pumpkin. As a matter of fact, the pumpkin were $1.99. They were $2.49, marked down to $1.99. So I don't know what these are, but they had onion and they had everything. I got the everything because they're not like over the top everything, but they didn't have any plain. The bread department was the only department that was a little lean. So then I was going to make hot dogs tonight. We were at an event for my son's autism support group, and we're home for just a couple of hours, and then we're running out to a Christmas program at church. You know, all the things in all one day. I said, I'll make hot dogs and chicken noodle soup and a bowl of salad. And I went to get cheap hot dog rolls. They didn't have any, so I got, we're going fancy tonight, the brioche hot dog rolls. So these were $2.49. I'm used to paying 89 cents for my hot dog rolls, but got to do what you got to do. I was not running into Walmart, which was like a few doors away, or even Lidl. I was done. Then I picked up a treat from Mom and Dad and vanilla cream brioche. So that'll go nice with breakfast. And my husband has been into grits big time, almost every day for breakfast. So I thought tomorrow have that with some grits and some scrambled eggs, and it'll be good. Then I picked up, I have some Thrive Market salsa, and I've just been craving that salsa. And so I picked up the restaurant style tortilla chips. I've never had the restaurant style, and I've had a few people tell me they're really good. So if you've had them, let me know if they're good. Let's see. Okay, a couple of treats for the house for the week for the guys. These are like Oreo, you know, mock Oreo cookies. They were $2.24. Last time I looked at Oreos, they were $7.50 a package at Stop and Shop. So $2.24, we can do it. Picked up my husband and Gavin's favorite, the Tasty Cake peanut butter. They now call them candy cakes. When I grew up, they were Tandy with a T. So these are so good. Pick those up. Then I did get some more celery. I don't know if I want to can this. I would like to can it if I can. I just don't know if I have the time this week, but it was 89 cents for celery. From $1.99 to $2.49 was the going price for the last several months. 89 cents. I should have probably gotten 2, but I got 1. I still have 1 left in the fridge. These were $1.24, and I picked up 2 of them. And they're like I don't know if it's Lipton or somebody makes these soups. I like these soups. They're plain and simple. I grew up on these as a kid. And I love homemade soup, but once in a while, like tonight with hot dogs, we can have a nice light chicken noodle soup. And this is extra noodles, so who doesn't like extra noodles? Picked up some bananas so Gavin can add those to his smoothies this week. I am so into this butter. The spreadable butter. These were $2.94. No, let me think. I think they were $2.94. I could be wrong. But it was funny because I was watching Jan from New York City, Saves Money, and I think she had made a comment that she's into this. And I had tried it one time. I couldn't get any other butter. It was late night at Walmart, and I grabbed the brand name, and I am so hooked on it. For me, like for sandwiches and toast, if I'm baking or cooking or something like that, I use regular butter. But I got 2 of these, and just because I like them for myself. I also like to get things like this for the stockpile. These were $2.49. Family size, makes 8 chicken noodle soup. It is the season, it is winter, and sometimes at night when I come home from work, I have to give myself grace. Yeah, just too tired, and I can make this, and we can have salad, or I can do this and toast, and we got a nice meal. So these are nice too because they're great for the stockpile. And I'm just curious if what the date is on these. Just so I can tell you guys. And all you do is add water. And these are delicious. I have had them before. There is a brand name. Somewhere on here has got to be a date. I don't see any date on here. I don't know. I wanted to be able to show you a date, but I can't find one quickly. But these chicken noodle soups are really good. And then you can add, you got extra potatoes. You have extra vegetables left over from a meal. Whatever, extra chicken, you can add that and doctor that up, which I've done before. This makes a serving of 8, and if I add a lot to it, extra carrots, whatever you have, you can stretch this and make it for 16 and then be able to freeze some. Yep, we're doing hot dogs for dinner. Got Nathan's hot dogs. So we're doing that, and then Gavin wanted his chicken. So this is like the Chick-fil-A chicken, so I got 2 of those packages. We love the canned biscuits. These were $1.38. And the Pillsbury were $3.89. And that was at Aldi. I know other grocery stores, these are expensive, but $1.38. If you haven't used canned biscuits, let me just tell you, give me a thumbs up if you've used canned biscuits. But these are great. These are great just for biscuits. I like to make, like this morning, we made these biscuits for breakfast. And I made bacon and I made grits. And then we took these biscuits, we put a little butter and a little honey on them. They're delicious. The leftover ones tomorrow with the leftover bacon, or another day, the next day, I can put cheese on them and put a half a slice of bacon, and you can warm that up in the microwave for 30 seconds. You have a nice sandwich for breakfast. You can take these cut them up into small bits, and if you make like a pot of, I call it stoop, where it's half stew, half soup, like a thicker soup, you can pop them in there and make bread balls in there. You can do chicken pot pie. You can do bubble up recipes if you haven't tried a bubble up recipe. So much you can do with a canned biscuit for $1.38. Now, yes, you can do homemade everything with flour and everything else. But sometimes when you work full-time or you just have a full-time busy life is busy full-time, $1.38 can save you. So I also picked up cinnamon rolls because on my day off, I like to have cinnamon rolls. My 1 day off a week, that's my treat. I did pick up, they didn't have any, I like the, what do you call them, the English cucumbers. I just digest them a whole lot better. They don't bother me as much. They didn't have any cucumbers, but they had these, the organic, they're mini cucumbers, and I actually prefer these, but they're a little bit more on the pricey side. They were $3.49, but you get, I don't know how many in here, 6. So I'll eat them. I would eat these for a snack. So kind of, cookies, cucumbers. I eat these for a snack. It was worth the money. Okay. Picked up my favorite lettuce, which is the sweet butter. I don't remember what I paid, but I know it was a good price. That's why I got it. Got these for Gavin. These are his favorite peanut butter wafer little snacks. These were like $1.25. They were cheap. I picked these up. These are Peanut butter cups, let me tell you, okay? Let's talk. You ready? Here's the highly recommended peanut butter cups. If you're into Reese's peanut butter cups or anything like that, forget it. You get these at Aldi. These, I don't know if they're going to make it into somebody's gift bag. I have a gift exchange this week, and they love peanut butter cups, but I was going to include these. You eat these, and they're like, oh, so good. And then you get a hint of sea salt. And then you get the rest of the chocolate and peanut butter. Let me tell you, you have to take one out, take this bag, and put it about 5 blocks from your house, and then go home and eat the one that you took out. So if it's 5 blocks away, you won't be tempted to eat the rest of the bag. Let me tell you, we brought these to work one day, and my office staff went wild. So if you get to Aldi, these are $4.99 a bag. Well worth it. Great Christmas present. Put a big red bow on there. You got a good friend for life. Okay, what else did I get? Let me see. Okay, so I'm saying I'm trying to use up certain things. I have a nice ham I want to use in the freezer. I have some potatoes, and I've got this hankering for creamed corn you make in the crock pot. And I've seen a few people make it on the stovetop, a few people make it in the crock pot. I've never done it. I grew up on canned creamed corn, and I never even thought about making homemade. So for 84 cents a bag, I didn't know how many bags I needed. These are 12 ounces. I have to look up the recipe. So I didn't know if I needed 1 or 2 bags, but I do have some cream cheese in the fridge I need to use up. You use butter, salt, and pepper. You know what? So for 84 cents, that was a great deal to do as a side dish. I have never ever used lemon pepper, and I see so many people talking about this in meals. So I've never used it. So do you all use lemon pepper? What do you use it for? Like what? It's a spice I'm not familiar with. And I got it because it was 79 cents, and I've seen a lot of people use it. So if you use it kind of on the regular, do you use it in, what do you use it for? How do you use it? And I don't know. Let me know. I'm curious, like, to how do I add it to recipes, and what recipes should I add it to? So I need some advice from you guys. And I picked these up. This one? Yes. These from me. So Amy Marion has been making a curry gravy, and I thought she used green curry. And I asked her for her recipe, and she said she does it from memory. She uses coconut cream and green curry paste, and I forget what else. And it just looks so good, and she raves about it. She makes it all the time for herself. So I got these. I need to have a few like meal kits at work for that last minute. Oh, no, I forgot. You know, I got to work late, or I can't get home for lunch or whatever. So this was green curry rice noodle with green curry flavor. These were $2.50 each, and a little pricey for me. And this is the red curry, but it comes in the bowl. It's got everything in it. And I looked at it this way. For $2.50 for the meal, it's a whole lot cheaper than me ordering a sandwich or picking up something or whatever. So I got that. I usually keep some rice cakes on hand and pretzels, so I'd be good. Got a bag of lemons. I want to make some lemon chicken this week. I've got some chicken in the freezer I want to use up. And I thought, doesn't that sound good, lemon chicken? So the package is pretty big, so I think I might do either balsamic chicken, or I like to fry the chicken up with the Italian breadcrumbs. And I have that mozzarella cheese. Might do that. I might do that. And make it like a chicken parm over some pasta. Oh, man. Yeah, maybe. And then do some lemon chicken over angel hair pasta. Sound good? You guys want to come over for dinner? Sounds good to me. And then I got, what else do I have? Oh, I got 2 more things to show you. So hang on to your socks. You ready? $1.99. I don't know. What are you guys paying for butter? I went, again, Stop and Shop. I know it's expensive. I happen to be in there. And they were $5.50 to $7.50 for a pound of butter, depending on what brand you got. No. Now, I don't pay that. I like to look at prices sometimes. I usually go to Walmart. I do much better. $1.99. I took a picture. Let me insert that here so you guys know I'm not joking. $1.99. I only got 2. There was no limit. And I'm like, I don't have a ton of freezer space. I could stick them in the fridge because they will last a long time. And I do have some butter in the freezer that I want to use up. It's been there for a while. And I don't mind if I use that in baking, but not like for toast. So I have a shortbread recipe, my grandmother's, that I make as gifts for certain people for the holidays. So that butter will be used for the shortbread, and this will go in the freezer eventually to replace it. So I got one more thing to show you. Let me see if I can move this out of the way a wee bit. Let's see. Okay, so I always like to check out the Aldi finds. I don't usually do well there. I just like looking. But we have a birthday party to go to tomorrow for Gavin, for one of his friends, and she enjoys things more simply, let's just say. And she needs things on a smaller scale or a lighter scale. And I saw this, and it was an 12 days of Christmas. I know there's a glare, I apologize. But the 12 days, and it has a handle right here. And it's a nice, who doesn't like to see a big box, right? So you have the 12 days in each day, but look on the back. It's a craft for every day. So they have rock painting, they have stained glass, they have a Christmas ornament, they have a snowman, another Christmas ornament, those bead things you can use, a puzzle, another puzzle, looks like, slime, a scratch ornament, a reindeer necklace. So how cool is that? 12 different crafts. This was $12.99. I thought that was, it comes basically out to $1 a craft. So it would be something like you would get it at the Dollar Tree. I don't know, I just thought, how cute is that in a little house like that for a girl that likes things on a more simpler level to have some simple little crafts like that. So $12.99 in case you need a gift. That's what I got. If you liked anything in the video, do me a favor and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for coming over, and we'll catch you all on the next video.